Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Excellencies, ministers, this is 1st of February, a new month has started and it has brought new interesting things for us. And I'm not talking about weather, but the fact that in the territory of Latvia, the deposit system for drink containers has started, and it is rather huge wave because we have 1,400 deposit points. Half of them are automized. Namely, you can deposit your packaging right here, or you can do it manually where shop assistants will help you. And the amount of points will grow. And until the end of the year, we will have 1,500 deposit points. How it will work? For example, I am thirsty. I am going to the shop. I'm looking at the label. And on the label, I find a Latvia deposit sign. Don't mix it up with our neighbors from Lithuania or Estonia. And there you can find two deposit signs, either refillable sign or once depositable goods. I buy this bottle for paying 10 deposit cents. I drink it and then I go to a deposit point and deposit it. For example, let's say it's a reverse vending machine or RVM, and I get back a coupon which serves as a payment method. Initially, it might be difficult, but we have an interim period for understanding. This interim period means that not all drinks in the shelves will have this label. It happens gradually until the 31st of July. But on the 1st of August, in all shelves, we will find goods with deposit signs. So this is a transfer period, an interim period. Another important thing that we will have to get used to, namely this habit to press your packaging, your container, but you shouldn't do that anymore. You should have a clearly readable label, and the bottle has to be in its initial shape. If you have any questions, I understand that maybe you have a lot of them. Maybe during this broadcasting, you will find information that you need, but information also is available on our webpage, namely deposit.lv. But I believe that by practicing, we will get perfect and we will understand how to do that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let us go to our opening ceremony. I now give the floor to the Minister of Environmental Protection and Regional Development. Please, Minister Arturs Toms Plešs. Good morning, Mr. Minister. Good morning. Oh, we may not be too loud, but actually we may, because indeed today the feeling is very happy and it's surreal a bit. The 1st of February and deposit system finally is up and running. And this is a reconfirmation that it is important not only to do, but to do it good and properly. If we look back, already a whole generation has lived their life from the moment when we started to talk about necessity in Latvia for a deposit system. And today we can be very satisfied to press this start button in order for the whole Latvia to have a deposit system up and running. And from environmental protection context, this is a very historic moment, one of the most historic moments in the history of Latvia, which will mean that we no longer think about containers as waste, but as a reusable resource. This work was lengthy There were long discussions in Saima. There were many discussions in ministries, in the cabinet, also by the involvement of society and other interested persons. So many people worked for our common goal. And here I would like to say thank you to the experts of the Ministry of Environment, also to the RVM operators, as well as State Environment Service for the huge work that they've done in order for us to have this deposit system. Also merchants and businessmen has done a lot in order for this dream to become true. And it is clear that in the nearest future, about 400 million bottles every year will be deposited. If we place these bottles one to next to each other, we can circle our Earth twice. So you can imagine how much it is. And this waste will no longer be thrown out somewhere in the nature, but it will go back to the system and start a new life. So every bottle that is thrown on the ground is not only a crime against nature, but it is also money thrown out of your pocket. So I wish all of you to have very good use of system, for each of us to do everything for cleaner Latvia, that we can leave for next generations with pride. And finally, I one more time would like to stress the importance of this huge work that has been done by others. And personally, I would like to thank Elita Paklan and Ansberg, General Director of State Environmental Service, for this enormous work that she has inputted in this project. Thank you very much. Mr. Plesh, this is a new habit, but it will have to be done. And how are you going to integrate this new habit into your daily activities? I have to say that already now, I have compartments for waste, and I am already sorting waste, for example, bio waste, bottles, also plastic. So I will have to allocate yet another container for those bottles that shouldn't be compressed. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite Minister of Agriculture, Kaspars Gerhards. Please welcome with applause. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow ministers. Indeed, I think this is a very significant moment for us here, and for the whole of Latvia. And the work that has been done by us has been successful. And the result is very needed for Latvia. Deposit system is based on 3 pillars: producers, merchants, and consumers. And now I would like to say thank you to the producers, because throughout lengthy discussions, they came up with good amendments to the legislation. They have inputted also a lot of money for this system to start running. And very often during those discussions, what one wants, what the other wants, what consumers, what producers want. But producers have always reconfirmed that they want to be sustainable and produce a product beneficial for our society and our environment. With the introduction of this deposit system, we will have this huge step when 150 producers will produce more than 1,000 products that will be filled in fillable containers. So thank you very much, producers, and thank you very much, everyone who was involved. Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Gerhards. In the longer run, how deposit system will change Latvia, let's say in 5 years? 5 years ago, as a Minister of Environment, me and my colleagues started thinking how we can introduce this system. We elaborated a legislation. It was almost ready in 2018. And at that time, we thought that this deposit system will be up and running in 2020. We see that it didn't run so smoothly. That's why I will be cautious but optimistic. But I am very certain that in 5 years, first of all, every inhabitant of Latvia will have the understanding of what he or she can do for the benefit of Latvia, how this resource is being done and implemented, and the whole of the economy, not only each and every one of us will benefit from that. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue. Now give the floor to the Minister of Economy, Jānis Vitenbergs. Please welcome with applause. Good morning, Mr. Vitenbergs. Good morning, everyone. Main characters, it's nice to meet all of you here today, and those thanks to whom this system has been introduced. And I would like to say finally, because 20 years has passed and this system is up and running very quickly. And I'm very glad that I was an active participant, especially during the first time when I entered politics. I was leading the Committee of National Development, and my task was to introduce RVMs. And at that time, this project was kind of gathering dust, but we blew the dust away. And thanks to the fact that Saima had new politicians at that time, new MPs had the opportunity and willingness to move forward this piece of legislation. It was looked at in 9 sittings. There were lengthy discussions, very fierce discussions, but finally everyone agreed. There was a political will. Society asked for that, and also entrepreneurs, producers done their part. And all the time we looked at our neighbors, Lithuanians and Estonians, and we were jealous. But now I hope this system is here to stay, and we will change our habits. So we will be able to gather initially more than 20% of all the packaging, and this is good for circular economy. So I hope you will use this system, and our ministry will be able to introduce other types of RVMs as well. Do you have a question? Yes, I do. Time to time, there are new projects being introduced, successful and non-successful. What were the main factors for this project to be successful here in the territory of Latvia? Already I said in my speech that some aspects have to be considered. First, producers, merchants, for them to be involved and willing, also support from the society, from consumers. And here we saw that year by year, the consumer interest and willingness to use this deposit system grew, as well as political will. And my colleagues who spoke before me and producers worked shoulder to shoulder. So as in basketball, it was a teamwork. Yes, indeed. As well as our supporters, fans, namely consumers, did their part. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and now I give the floor to the General Director of State Environmental Service, Elita Baklāne-Ansberga. Good morning. Good morning. Today is a big day for Latvia because this is a turning point for changing the way of thinking, because those inhabitants who have not sorted waste so far now will be motivated to do that. And this will be a system which will involve all households to sort their waste. Almost everyone will do that. I would like to compare it with a rocket that has been launched. For many years, we worked on this rocket, how it's going to look like, but then in order to build it, we, the state environmental service, as well as our producers, did everything for it to run, and I hope that in a moment this rocket will be launched. And for the society, it will be a huge step. Don't worry if you didn't know about it so far, because the rocket will be slow at the initial stage. You will find your place, your habits, how you will use this system. Behind every system, there are people. And I am indeed very happy to say thank you to these MPs, politicians, who finally took the decision. And also thanks to the producers. But when the decisions were taken, the producers mobilized themselves in a very, very short time. They agreed about investments and how to organize this system. I have to say thank you also to the merchants who, from the initial stage, actively participated in order how to provide this service to their clients. So we are lucky with entrepreneurs as well as merchants who introduced this system. We needed less than a year in order to implement this project. With this project, we showed that in a short time, when cooperating together, we can work on huge, big projects. And I am very proud that without any big difficulties, we succeeded. And the system is there, up and running. And we will be able to invite new passengers on our rocket journey. Thank you very much. And thanks to my team in State Environmental Service. Thank you, Elita, for launching this rocket. You said 1,350 deposit points also in the capital city. Have you found the closest one for you? Yes, I have. Similar to others, I was looking for it in our webpage, deposit.lv. You can find it on a map, the closest points, and see whether it will be RVM or manual deposit point. I know two, one by home, one by work. But the only thing that I have to think about, where I will make this compartment in my home, where I will collect it in order for it not to go into the waste basket initially. So first of all, let's find a place in our respective households, and then it will work. So that means that if we meet you by the deposit point, that means that you will live not far. But we might meet also in a shop, new meeting point, deposit points. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching the online conference, so now I welcome Miks Storidis, who is the board chairman of DIO. Good morning, everyone. This is an important step that was taken for Latvia to step into a new phase that will ensure long-term sustainable quality of life that we will give to our next generations this clean environment, that we can enjoy ourselves as well. And the Baltic Sea right now, actually, in the Baltic Sea region, we are right now the last step, last country where we have included the system, made the system, and I'm really happy that we have finally done this. So I really want to say thank you to my team, my colleagues, for the work, for the hours that you put in. And I would also like to stress and highlight that 10 operator team is not the only key to success. So I would really like to say thank you to those more than 500 companies, institutions, organizations, so more than 1,000 people who have done their job and made this all possible. So from today, we have started a new phase. We heard these 3 pillars about the producers and sellers and society. So all of us as consumers can use this system. So thank you to the producers, thank you to builders, to programmers, to institutions, both state and local. You all did your part. So now I can say 1, 2, 3, and Latvia is clean. So thank you very much. This deposit project has been very long. What has been the most interesting and unusual thing when you were preparing for the deposit system? Many different events, of course, happened, but one unusual thing that happened was, I think a year ago, in the operator team was just me, one person, and then we created this team, and we worked on the realization and implementation of this project. And I remember it took several months, but only around June did the whole team finally meet each other in person. Until then, it was just a small picture on screen. So thank you very much for that story. And now please join the other your colleagues. So now you can look how this happens, and please maybe let's make a photo together. So please take a photo in front of the deposit station with the deposit packaging in your hands in this historic moment. We also have special effects. Special effects, meaning the snow. So thank you very much. Now's the time when each one of you we will welcome you to come out. So regional development and environmental minister will enter the station, and he says, this is a celebration for our country and our size, for all our society. So it worked, yes. The first container in the reverse vending machine. So Mr. Flesh receives his first coupon. So I would like to say that you can put cans, plastic PET bottles, and glass bottles, and you can get the coupon for it, for placing these containers in the reverse vending machine. So the agriculture minister places this container in the reverse vending machine, and he will soon get the coupon, hopefully. And the coupon will help to buy things in the store later. So the coupon will be a means of payment. And now Jan Svitenbergs with a glass bottle. So you can see the Minister of Economy placing the glass container in the reverse vending machine and receiving a coupon. So ladies and gentlemen, please, round of applause. So other people are also stepping in the station and depositing the containers. So this deposit system isn't open just in Riga, but all around Latvia. So we have connected now to 3 cities in Latvia to find out how this opening ceremony takes place there in the largest city, other largest cities in Latvia. So this deposit system is available in the whole of Latvia. So we can now celebrate the opening of this deposit system. So you see 3 other windows to 3 other cities: Rūjiena, Daugavpils, Valmiera. So all of them are very happy. So let's now speak to a representative from Daugavpils city. So how do you feel? Hello, Renar. We feel very good. We're very happy. We're a bit cold because the weather isn't that good, but we have come together for a very important moment, and not just here in Daugavpils, but also in Liepāja city and Rūjiena city and Riga, of course, and other cities. So I would like to now speak to representative of the Daugavpils Council and Liena Dupata-Ugul, another representative. So here are the speakers, and what kind of benefit will the deposit system give to Daugavpils city residents? One thing is that everything good is the thing that has been forgotten. So beforehand, people did these things, and now we create this program where we also can again deposit containers, and now then they place it in the reverse vending machine and get the coupon. We are all striving for a greener, cleaner Latvia, and finally this time in Latvia has arrived. Thank you very much. And Liena, I will ask you, you are representative of Maxima Corporative Strategy Department, and you say that you are responsible for the future. So what does it mean for your market chain to join this deposit system? Hello, Riga, Liepāja, and Rūjiena. I would like to say that we are drawing the future. 1st of January 2022, our chain, Maxima chain, together with all the people from Latvia, we are striving for a more green Latvia here and today. And I think that is the most important thing. It is important for us. It is important for everyone. It is for every person in this country, and that is the most important thing. Thank you very much. Yes, we are also here in Daugavpils, ready to deposit the containers, our first containers, in the reverse vending machine, so we can all do this together. So now I would like to say hello to Rūjiena city. How do you feel, Rūjiena? How do you feel? So in this historic moment, are you ready to use the reverse vending machine? Hello, Riga. Hello, Liepāja. Hello, Daugavpils. Yes, we are very happy. We're celebrating. We have the LV market chain mascot, the dinosaur. And this is a celebratory day for us. Here on stage with us, we have the member of the city council and representative also of the LV market chain. So is Rūjiena city ready for change? I think change is ever present always here, and we have to be ready for it. And I think these changes are good. It's for the future, for better things. And I think that Rūjiena inhabitants are happy to make this change. We have this experience already in Estonia, which is very close by, and I know that soon everything will be clean around us in the environment. So now, representative of LV, what do you think? Yes, I would like to say that this project is successful. We have approximately 1,350 of these stations, and we have done this in a very short amount of time. So it's going to be good. So now, with a lot of joy and happiness, I give word to Liepāja. Hello from Liepāja. Thank you very much. Thank you for this introduction. And we also have snow here, and with this wind and snow comes the deposit system as well. So we will now open this deposit system. We have a representative from the Liepāja Council and the one of the creators of the deposit system, that is Sidorenko. So you saw the first people depositing at the containers in Riga. So what do you think? What do inhabitants feel right now? Will this deposit system be successful here? I would like to say that we have stepped the first step now, and all of us together, we have to actually win this fight for a cleaner environment, for a cleaner beach side. And this is the road that we are walking, and this is one of the beacons for this change. And I really like that the idea that this will be one of the meeting points of people, this deposit system station. So that means that our everyday life will change. So how will it change, please? Yes. So I'm from the Rimi chain, and for us, I think the most important thing is that everyday steps are very easy for customers, and Rimi really strives for lessening the impact on the environment, and zero waste stand points are there in the store. There are many recycling campaigns, and I know that we are all together able to change. And of course, we can't change the entire world, but our one action of depositing the container is one step towards a better future. So thank you very much. I think we are ready to actually deposit the first container. So are you in Riga ready? Are you with us? We are waiting for you to give the green light to start depositing the containers. So thank you very much for your energy, for your smile. You are so inspiring. And yes, we are all ready to simultaneously deposit in all cities the containers. in the reverse vending machines and the deposit stations. So simultaneously, Liepāja city, Rūjiena city, and Daugavpils city insert their containers. So here you see three people depositing their containers. So they have received their coupons. They've all done this in all three cities. So thank you very much on this big day. So we have done this today. So you can do that. So now I will go on my experiment to see how each one of you will use this reverse vending machine. Now I put down the papers that I've prepared down, and now I can just join everyone to the store to see how this chain goes. So ladies and gentlemen, the important moment has happened. 1st of February 2022, the deposit system for deposit containers has been opened. And now I will make this small walk to show how this system works. So I will show how this works, and how this works not just in Riga, but all around Latvia. We saw that excitement, not just here, but also in other cities in Latvia. This is a big moment. There are 1,350 deposit stations, and until the end of the year, there will be 1,500 deposit stations, and the capacity will just grow. And so we put the mask on. So it's important to find the certificate. Hello. So I hope, yes, so that is done. I showed the certificate, and now I entered the store. So people will need to start having a new everyday ritual. People will see that there will be some containers with the deposit system and without it, but on the 1st of August, all the containers will have the deposit marker on it. But until then, this is the transition period. So now I just disinfect my hands, so it's all safe. And what is great is that you have these leaflets about the deposit system. So everyone can come in and just see. It is available in 2 languages, so everyone can follow through. And now I am quite thirsty, and I'm going to walk to the beverage aisle. Sorry, there was a small accident. Okay, that's good. So I'm walking over to the container, to the beverage aisle, to find out how this can happen. Yes, I see the deposit marker, and it says that there will be additional price, additional fee for buying this beverage, and I will have to pay it. So now I'm going to the cash register. So now we have to get used to the fact that we will have to pay a bit more for this container, for this beverage. So I think I am the first one buying this kind of beverage with this deposit marker. So yes, that's good. Thank you very much, Marta. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I presume you will have to explain what this deposit system is, and you will have to explain to them. So I give the leaflet to you. Thank you very much. So I have bought this beverage, and now I am taking it outside. Of course, I can empty it now, but I will do it outside when I take off the mask. So, and then I will deposit this container following the ministers and other important people who deposited the containers beforehand. So other people may think that you can deposit like shampoo bottles or alcoholic beverage containers. No, you can deposit PET, plastic bottles, cans, and glass bottles. So all beers, that means all beers and all non-alcoholic beverages, their containers you can deposit. But you cannot deposit the containers of beverages that exceed 6% of alcohol content. So I have been given an empty bottle now. So this all goes quicker. I'm ready to get the coupon. And I think slowly we will create this everyday routine of depositing the plastic bottles. So I have already tested it out, but now I will show it to you on camera. I, as an ex-basketball player, I'm ready to place things and throw things. So now I will use this reverse vending machine now in the deposit station, in the automated deposit system. And you have to put it like this inside. So the throw has been successful, and now I receive the coupon. So now I can use this coupon in any Maxima store. And this coupon is ready, can be used only one time in any Maxima store to pay for other things. So I hope that every one of you will get used to this routine, and we will be able to care for our environment, to make it cleaner. Thank you everyone who followed along and listened to us and saw it. So 1, 2, 3, the deposit is ready and open, and it will be clean in the environment. Thank you.